Hey guys, you're about to listen to episode 54 of The Real Word, probably one of the best episodes of all time, but unfortunately, you're going to be hearing it from, what is it, the camera mic? The camera mic, not these really high-tech, beautiful microphones you see Nicole and I sitting at every single week, and it's because our man behind the scenes forgot, what did he forget to do? Plug something in? He forgot to plug something in, push a button, do something, so I'm just delivering this little pre-message so you understand the mics are not to their highest quality, and mostly so I could just stick it to my boy Suave, who made the mistakes behind the scenes. We love you, Suave. Enjoy the show.
It's late.
Who?
It's late.
It's late?
It's late.
It's late.
Late.
Late?
No. Lit? It's lit.
Oh!
It's lit. Shit is lit. You're late to the party. This is Byron and Nicole White, and you are tuned in to episode 54 of The Real Word. Word is up.
Do we look brighter?
Who are you asking, Nicole? Hello, anybody out there?
Well, hopefully someone's out there.
Absolutely. I quickly want to mention here at the top of the show, this is not like me. I don't even know if you can buy this. I think you just get on the list. You can buy it, but I have no idea, actually. Maybe they're
No, I think that what you're trying to do is just make yourself sound so much cooler.
We are going to, the Swanepoel Trends Report just came out. Mm-hmm. I get on the early list, so yes, I like to have this in my hands for 2019 before the year comes out. Mm-hmm. Stefan Swanepoel does a ton of research on our industry. I do think if you can get your hands on it, it's a super good read every single year, so do it. Mm-hmm. We're going to pick something from the Trends Report that we're going to talk about on the main topic. I'm going to pick something as I'm thumbing through it this week, and then we're going to both brief on that topic, and we're going to give you our 2 cents on the Swanepoel 2019 Trends Report off of one topic for next week's show. This quote, I'm going to read it, because I do think...
So episode 55 is going to be something.
It's going to be something out of the Swanepoel Trends Report.
We could do the whole thing that way. Maybe there's some rackets in there.
Well, yeah, we'll pull a lot from this for next week. So stay tuned. Definitely need some time to dig into this. There's so much here.
I feel like I need a cliff note or something.
But I'm going to give you a little teaser into next week.
Okay.
All right? And this is a quote from Stefan Swanepoel himself. The real estate broker is the last commission-driven outpost of American entrepreneurship. The last. I mean, that's interesting. That right there.
Commission-driven
outpost in American entrepreneurship. That's a really interesting statement.
Why do you say that?
The last commission-driven. So basically... Driven meaning a lot of sales industries have gone away from full 100% commission.
100%,
Name one of your friends that's a 100% commission earner like you are.
No, nobody. People get commissions, like
People
sales.
Get commissions,
but
are they 100% basing all of their income off of commission?
Well, I mean, I would probably say that a majority of their income is from commissions.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of them
but I wouldn't
have a base or...
Yes, right.
So I think that's interesting to see. What do you mean by that? I'm looking forward to digging in, because does he mean there's going to be some more, something I've said over the years, that there certainly could be more
over to
salary positions in the industry to service the customer, especially as technology eats up certain middling parts of the deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. So
very interesting.
More on that next week.
Which is interesting because I think, is it our main topic? No, one of our topics I feel like kind of works.
No main topics. That was the main topic.
Oh, that's right.
That was a little tease for next week.
Okay.
And then we're going into the 3 rackets. If you're new to the show, the 3 rackets are the best part.
Oh,
it's where it's where we decide if something is a racket or not.
You get to mansplain your way through the main topic. That's like your favorite thing to do.
Mansplain.
You get to mansplain. It's like mansplaining. You get to mansplain. You just it's like, you just You like to mansplain.
What does that mean? I want you to break that down before we get into the rackets.
No.
Because I think this is a total racket.
We'll move it on. I'll see if anyone else has heard of mansplaining.
Mansplain.
You like to mansplain. You just like to. You're a good
man. I
like
like to add value. What are you referring to?
No, if that's your mansplaining, that's your mansplaining.
Ness, what do you think mansplaining is?
Are you Googling it to see if anything comes up on mansplaining?
It's going to be the most ridiculous thing ever. Every single one of our rackets, we link up the article.
She's laughing. It's good.
We pull stuff that's happening from either Inman or Realtor Mag or wherever, and we give our 2 cents on top of that trending topic. Mm-hmm. The first trending topic, or racket, would be... NRT launches a marketing concierge for their agents. Is this a racket? I'm going to look up mansplaining.
But you are right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Is that a racket?
No, you can't do that. That's boring.
What is
Let's see what it says. Just do it.
Oh, Jesus.
For a man.
Of a man explain something to someone, typically a woman, in a manner regarded as condescending or patronizing. That's totally false. Nicole is actually using this as a cover for not ever researching the main topic.
Wow.
That's what that is. Wow. That's a cover-up job.
That's
a hit job.
A hit job.
To cover up Nicole's lack of intrigue on some of the topics. What about this topic? This one seems perk your interest earlier.
No, we were talking about it. Yeah, no, and it's interesting because I feel like it kind of bounces off what, again, not completely related, but it kind of goes, what?
It's terrible.
I feel like you
No. What do you think of the NRT concierge marketing department for their agents?
I think it's great. I think it's fabulous. I think it's great for an independent agent that doesn't really have any real like marketing skills or is getting bogged down with
I think it's good for actually any independent agent, whether they have good marketing skills or not.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah, but independent. That's why I said independent agent. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a way to obviously keep their agents too, because I do believe. I mean, someone on your 5 a.m. call just recently left Coldwell Banker to go over to Compass, so I think it's right. Yep. So I think it's a great way to probably. Retain agents as well. A good little, sort of marketing shtick for their marketing.
What they're doing, they're offering packages to their agents that vary in price depending on the services that they choose.
And location. It sounds like it depends on location too.
Depending on where they are. They generally fall between $300 and $1,000 range according to NRT. And the spokesperson for Realogy noted that they are highly subsidized, saving agents as much as 80% off of market costs. These could be things like mobile brochures, print, television,
they're getting
YouTube,
them at bulk.
Video marketing, targeted social media, media advertising, all these different things.
Yep.
I do think it's valuable for any agent that, I mean, to your point, definitely the individual agent, but any agent that feels like they're trying to wear 5, 6, 7 different hats. The reason the individual agent is dead, yes, I'll say it again, the individual agent, the ones that aren't dead are going to die during the next downturn, is because you literally, in today's world where everything's coming at you so fast, you can't be a marketer, a negotiator, writing up contracts, showing buyers, taking listings. You can't do all of these things. You've got to do something really, really well and then find solutions, find opportunities to outsource, find other agents that can do that better than you can, or marketing departments.
Yeah, so you're also, though, and in case people haven't watched in the past, though, you consider an independent agent with an assistant a team.
I do. I consider that somebody who, absolutely has a team.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, somebody who's employing one or more assistants is certainly operating more so as a team. An individual agent, when I say that, and I'm glad you did that, because when I do say an individual agent, I'm talking about, the person that just retired thinking that real estate's a kind of a thing to plug in, at the social club. Those are these part-timers that are out there practicing residential real estate on their free time or in their retirement lifestyle are the ones that are doing a massive disservice because they're certainly not able to figure out everything in a marketing world. Right. And even if they can they still take out buyers and take listings and draw up the right addendum and give the right advice and negotiate? And it's just way too many hats to wear.
Right. Or successfully take a day trip or
oh my gosh,
go to a soccer game for your kid. I mean, it's hard. Yeah.
So
I just wanted to clarify that. I didn't mean to overtalk you. I just wanted to make sure that they understood what you meant.
I think the brokers and the brokerages that do this really, really well. We're doing this on a team level. We're breaking out concierge menus, right? Yola's doing that right now in the office.
Right.
You know, with our team, we have a agent concierge list where an agent can basically a la carte style pick assistant services for themselves. If I ever have an agent on my team that says I need an assistant, they're finished right there. They're terminated immediately. They've already been briefed on that. They sign their termination and they're out the door. Even uttering the words around here, I need an assistant, is completely blasphemy, because we've built out this concierge list where you can a la carte pick what type of assistant you need. Now, certainly if an agent wanted their own personal assistant, we wouldn't hold them back from that.
No,
we would encourage that.
I need a personal assistant.
But that's not actually true. It's more of being able to operate calendars.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
But so what I like about this, and what I think a lot of big brokerages should really start paying attention to, is the downfalls, the weaknesses of their agent, and then how can they subsidize the cost and offer a better service. Now, what'll be debatable is, can NRT actually provide value?
Well, so what's really interesting there, though, too, is because I feel like there's been many instances where brokerages have provided access to these types of concierge marketing.
And everybody's stuff looks the same.
Well,
and
that's the biggest thing, is that everybody's Facebook feed looks the same. Everybody's ad looks the same. It's going to the same place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It then just becomes sort of
Is there any creative element behind it? Because we know, like, that's going to be a big deal over the next 5 years. Like, not only is your creative good enough, but have you actually spent the last 3 or 4 years building brand as the market shifts and changes? And now can you leverage that brand with your creative and your original content that you're putting out? Because if you can't do all of those things, you're dead anyway. So I don't care if you spend $300 on mobile brochures or a mobile website. If you don't know the distribution of the creative, and it all looks the same, you're smoked anyway.
And what's interesting, though, too, is you also have to be sort of like, you then have to turn into, which you should have been, I guess, from the very beginning if you're going to be opening up your own business, but you're now having, because you're being designated to one person, too. So if you're now having to take time, too, to make sure that you're setting them in the right direction, or telling them that, no, you don't like this.
I think that can work, though, because if you do have one person, you have good workflow, and you're doing multiple deals. I think
or what's really great is if you get to be really friendly with that person and you actually get them for other deals, too. I mean, it would be great if you just had one person instead of just one person per listing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like I just get Byron for every one of my listings. At least that person then knows what I'm looking for.
Yep.
You know. But regardless, I think it's great. I'm assuming that they're probably going to be taking on the money, right? So it's instead of agents going elsewhere, like, it's just another way for them to
to keep it in house. And if you're, and I know they're doing it already in some parts, it'll be completely across the NRT. Certainly Coldwell Banker by middle of 2019. But if you're already using the service, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, please.
And see what you think. So I don't think that's a racket. I think they're gonna, if like we said, the creative is good, they'll win on that front and they'll help their agents.
For sure.
Racket number 2 is the next big broker being built right now in co-working spaces here in America. Do you believe that? Do you believe agents and brokers are, collaborating better, getting more work done in these co-work environments?
So I didn't read the article. Nope. That one I didn't read. But you and I sort of went off on like this half-hour tangent about having a co-working space.
So what they're saying
where it was less about us working with a Coldwell Banker agent and us working with having an attorney there, or having a mortgage person in-house, or even just having a local paint salesman that needs a landing spot. That's sort of that's why I didn't read it, because you distracted me. But I do think that the co-working spaces are incredible. I don't know that if you're necessarily building a brokerage, but you're 100% building a community.
Here's a real example. This broker, Patrick Smith, here in the Inman article. He had just finished showing a property in Manhattan's financial district. He needed space where he could make several phone calls. He needed, just some time period in his schedule. He needed to follow up on phone calls.
Right, where you're not like at Starbucks where it's really loud.
Yeah, he knew he could use their offices on the Upper East Side, but remember, he was in the financial district, So that's going to be, some travel issues there. Or he could head back to his home, which was in Queens, Long Island City. So from the financial district, both of those are going to be a tough commute. Middle of a New York City day, it's going to be crazy, right? So instead, he opened up his WeWork app on his phone, found one of the company's co-working spaces, and just breezed right through the door and was able to do his work. It's convenience and time. I think that's why, most people are so caught up, agents, in 100%, oh, that's more convenient. It's more convenient for me to work from home, so I'll just work from home. To your point, I think working from home, if you're in sales and you work from home, I feel really bad for you, because in the sense that, like, if you're in our kind of sales, real estate sales, so real estate sales, what you said before, the community, you've got to be an active member in your community. Right. You have to have your face out there in the community. You can't get it all done behind your laptop in real estate sales.
No.
So this can allow you to network with other business owners and create that platform. I don't know that you're going to have the kind of space and freedom and opportunities to build the next Keller Williams or something.
No, like I don't think, and that's not at all kind of what I thought. No, because I don't think you're building a brokerage. Like
what they're saying is the future of real estate agents going to be more in these WeWork spaces than they are going to their traditional broker's office or opening up their own team offices like we have.
Right. Well, I think what's really exciting about that, I mean, I don't know, there's so many things that are like pros and cons about it, because it's actually... Again, going off of what we're talking about, community and sort of networking, it's a great way to get, even if there is an office nearby and it's all agents you're sort of competing with, or sort of, because sometimes you go into our local offices and it's just, you're bombarded with questions, and it's just really hard to get out. Where in these spaces, you're kind of sort of walking into what I would assume would be other like-minded individuals that are looking to sort of, they're sort of respecting, obviously, that you're working because it is an office. But you're able to at least sort of get into conversations that are outside of real estate that are 100% important to real estate too. So I think it's super interesting.
They talk about clients. I don't think clients are going to have an issue with that. That's going to become more common. I do think it's just efficient, so more people will have passes or memberships to these types of places. Yeah.
It's interesting. There was actually a co-working place in my hometown. It unfortunately did not survive. So I think it also depends on like traffic.
And you can get referrals and leads more so than you can in your traditional office.
100%.
There's definitely advantages there.
For sure. And look at these cool spaces. I mean, there's so many manufacturing places. So I've been to one in Memphis that used to be like the JCPenney distribution. Yep. And they have turned that into like one huge, large sort of co-working, but there's like tons of businesses that are in there, tons of restaurants. The Y is in there. Like,
we're going to have to do something with these big malls.
It's insane. I mean, and that's going to be flipping cool. Yeah. Those will be experiences for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
they will be. And so people that have offices or that have invested a lot of money in an office better make that location an experience, or they'll be out of a lease.
Oh, 100%. Well, and again, I mean, that even goes back to Gary Vee and talking about...
they won't be paying on it.
Talking about Toys R Us. Like, before they went bankrupt, he tried desperately. I think they brought him into... And, he was sort of pushing the whole experience end, I mean, it's sort of like even some of the local, like... furniture stores, they now have like attractions in them, like a ropes course or an IMAX, because then it's like it's an experience. You're going to you're going maybe to do the IMAX, and then inadvertently you're buying a couch.
Yeah, it has to be. And the WeWork spaces are like, obviously there's an easy transition right into like the new 2020 style BNI, whatever that's going to look like in masterminding groups. All that
because BNI, I mean, woof.
BNI sucks.
I mean, 7 a.m. every Tuesday, and you have to refer a certain amount of people.
If you're BNI, I do not apologize. They're so forced. They're not. It's just...
Because you're then required, but what if you don't actually really have, like, respect for the way that person's doing business, but you have to
you're not technically required. It's just weird, like, standing up and saying, I have this many referrals for this, like... Build deep relationships, refer to the best people so you actually take care of your client.
Right.
All right, racket number 3. The most popular day to search for a home is...
Day and time.
Is when?
It's Friday. The answer is Friday. I think it's at 10 a.m. Friday.
Makes sense, right?
Friday at 10, is that what it was?
Yeah, Friday at peak search time is 10 to 11 a.m. on a Friday.
10 to 11. And then the other time, actually, this surprises me a little bit.
You know why it's Friday?
Of course, because they're going into the weekend.
And they're looking for open houses.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, though.
Because
we do our open houses on Thursdays.
I know.
So maybe we change a little. And then the other time, which actually really surprises me, because my Mondays are always a shit show. The other most popular time is Monday, I think at 11. Mondays at 11 is the second time. It's people, their highest rate of search.
This is our Redfin survey.
And I think it's redfin.com. I think the information is coming from their site. But what's really interesting is that most people actually are searching for homes during the workday and not at night.
A 64%, well, that doesn't surprise me.
No.
A 64% in user search activity on Fridays at 10 a.m., making it the most popular time to look at listings. The second most is Mondays at 11. So maybe they went through the weekend, the showings. They're like, man, all those houses sucked. I need to go look at some new inventory. And right before
or they were stuck home all week and they're like, oh my gosh, I need something larger. Right?
Wednesdays at 9 p.m. is the most unpopular time for user search activity. And during the weekends, 6 p.m. on Friday and 7 a.m. on Monday, they have a little, weekends is low as well. And then 6 p.m. on Friday and 7 a.m. on Monday, the site only experiences 22.4%
I don't blame them. So I guess if they're just everyone's just getting their shit together. They wake up and it takes them until 11 to get their shit together, and then they're searching.
6 p.m. on Friday being up a little bit actually surprises me. I can see the morning on Friday, but I don't see the 6 p.m. on Friday.
Well, maybe they're stuck in traffic and they're just searching for homes sitting on the highway.
Using your phone?
I'm not searching for a home.
So we'll link that up. That's all Redfin data.
I think it's super interesting.
That is interesting. Maybe there is something, and to your point about our open housing, maybe there's something you can work into your social calendar, into the way you distribute information or do live videos.
Absolutely, which is super helpful because I did run into one of our sellers and he's like, it's Thursday, or it was Wednesday, I think. Wednesday, like I haven't seen the open house marketed at all. And I'm like, well, because if someone's watching it on Tuesday, they're not going to remember it on Sunday. So using this data in that conversation, I think 100%. Can be really important. For sure.
Love, obviously, for any of you guys, if you, like we referenced in racket number 1, I think it was, if you're NRT, you're using that Marketing Concierge, drop us a comment. Any topics, rather, you guys want to hear, let us know. If you've got a Swanepoel report, too, let me know, because I'll be digging into it this week, and we'll be talking about that next week.
Or if you're seeing less shadows on our faces, let us know, because we have new lighting today.
Let me know if you can figure out which side Nicole's good side is. I think she has 2 evil sides after that man-splain.
Relax. It was like tongue-in-cheek. Jeepers creepers.
Interesting.
Well, you told me that I was never prepared for the show, so...
After you mansplained me. All right, guys. Have a great week. We will see you next week. Keep it real.
Bye.